Hello, thank you for taking my question. My question is I find myself doubting a lot and in trying to understand why. I find that maybe it's because I still believe in right or wrong. So I was wondering if that's the only place from where doubt comes from.
Doubt comes from not knowing the truth, and not knowing the truth comes from not investing oneself in fully seeking the truth, not devoting oneself to it. And without that, there will always be doubt.
What questions do I ask myself to know how to deal with anger and frustration?
Nothing really is dealt with if you try to deal with things, which is what the world teaches you to deal with things. Nothing ever gets dealt with because dealing with things is just an attempt to swirl muddy water. In the end, it's about discovering the truth about the things that you are feeling and going on that journey, as opposed to lessening or alleviating or bettering um, yourself.
Thank you.
Is it possible to um, do things better when you're in the flow? Or is it possible to have a natural flow?
Yes, if one understands where things come from, absolutely. The answer to your question is yes. In fact, it is the only way to do it is through natural means. You cannot, as the term goes, hack your way into it. That's all what the
how do you know what I'm
psychologists
talking about?
I'm sorry?
How do you know what I'm talking about?
Why would I know what you're talking about?
I don't know. Okay, you said you can only do it if you're in the natural flow or something.
I have no clue what you're asking now.
Oh, okay, never mind then. But thank you.
I realize you've had a few questions since the topic of methodology come up, and you haven't answered them. But I'm just curious as to your outlook on what is beyond methodology.
Well, first of all, I think the important thing to realize is that no one should take my word for anything. If someone brings up a question which begins with "if there is no methodology," what they are saying is that I have posed something which they have not themselves realized, and they are waiting for me to provide an explanation against their belief for which there is a methodology. I have no interest in doing that. I'm not interested in here having a discussion. One must filter everything that I say through themselves, through their own experiences. One becomes one's own greatest teacher. So it isn't about believing me. One must filter everything through themselves. Methodologies don't go anywhere, but you should listen to that. If you're a person who believes in methodologies, quite frankly, the most honest thing for you to do would be to pursue methodologies, never to abandon them to listen to me.